it's not too far. And with
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming.
What a story. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Plumlee out there with Grant. Then it's Josh Jackson. Then there's Hayes. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. An interconference rivalry. Doris, this one should be fantastic.
It should be, Kev, and just because you do not play this team as often as you do those in your own conference, it does make for a heightened sense of anticipation. These can be the most compelling games on the schedule.
Now here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there.
And for a guy his size, Jackson has some nice handles, able to carve out there a beautiful scoring opportunity.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Morris. Dishes it to George. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Here's Hayes. We're about 1 minute into the first. There's Jackson with the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Bay pulls it in.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
He dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Bay. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Jackson. Over Jackson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, if you can be efficient, you want to work that mid-range jumper into your game. Josh Jackson does it there.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Puts it up. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons ahead. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Jackson misses. And here's Rondo. Passes to Leonard. Over Jackson. On the money with the open jumper. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Jackson passes to Diallo, and there it is for him.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's 49 seconds left here in the second, and that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Jackson kicks to Lee. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Mann. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jackson passes to Diallo. With 2 seconds left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kwai, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot, just coming in the game.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. It took them a while to get their legs under them, but they took off in the second quarter and are holding a 3-point lead at the break. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Their offense is functioning at a very high level tonight. Shot selection has been excellent, and they're not wasting any possessions. It's the efficiency. That's right, the efficiency that every team is looking for in every single game, Ernie.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
They didn't put everything they had into their defense, I'll say that. They allowed a shooting percentage of over 50%. That's a bad sign. Something they can't allow again in the second half.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Bay in at the small forward. Jackson gets the bucket. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Hayes. Paul George making his last shot. There's the lob to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You can see the connection Josh Jackson has with his guys. So precise, finishing that alley-oop. Nice.
George looking over the floor. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Joseph comes in for Josh Jackson. And Smith's subbed in for Hayes. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Grant with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Bay. The Pistons rebound. Here's Stewart. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers leading by 4.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Smith outside. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles. with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. Up. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Morris. He's out there with Paul George. Jackson is out there with Batum. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Boy, you have to absorb the bump on the jump shot, and Dennis Smith Jr. still able to deliver. That is not easy, folks.
Batum finds Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
In the corner, it's Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That's a 2 from Smith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from George. That shot, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 6. And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot.
Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
This guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Bay, defended by Batum, kicks it to Jackson. Misses from short range.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And there's Jackson on the assist by George. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Here's Grant. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Wow, the growing up process delivers a big moment for Jeremy Grant. Big-time hit.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Man, he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
For Los Angeles, Kwai Leonard. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. Hayes hits them both. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for your Clippers, Kwai Leonard. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
16 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson passes to Grant. Here's Hayes. They get the rebound. From deep. Hey, no good. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their